Hey guys, this is BXR Wheel, and we're going to be doing a Let's Play of Tomb Raider Survivor. I'm just going to be doing a voice over the recording, so just bear with me. I'm going to let the cinematics play really quick.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure, but instead, adventure found me. In our darkest moments, when life flashes before us, we find something that keeps us going. Something that pushes us.
Alright, so this is where I actually start to play the game. Basically gonna have to like, wiggle out your way out of this. I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. From what I've heard, some guy who did the Dead Space, who helped in Dead Space, he kind of joined up on the team for Tomb Raider Survivor, and so far I'm severely impressed by the graphics on this game. Um, Also, like the settings and the scenery, it's just phenomenal compared to the other ones. I mean, I've been a Tomb Raider fan most of my life, but this is kind of like taking it like a step further, and I'm very proud of what they did, because you know what, in this playthrough I really enjoyed the game. So at this part you pretty much have to swing into that little fucking fire shit. You set yourself on fire and then she takes a fall like so. Now this is a little bit confuses me because She took it like a fucking boss, but from that fall, I swear to God, she should have broke her fucking shoulder. Regardless, it's a game. So pretty much you have to walk through here. But so far, I've been fucking dazzled by the cinematics.
Oh God. No.
Really like this new sense of like just death. It just adds like a whole new element. But what kind of annoys me is like fucking Laura's freaked out by this shit, but in like her previous game, she's like fucking fighting zombies and fucking, you know, mummies and these massive fucking reanimated shits and demigods, and she's like, oh my God, this person's here. Oh, I'm so scared. And I'm sitting there like, Laura, it's been 20 fucking years and you still look 19. So yeah, that's what kind of bothers me. Just a little bit, but you know what? I'll take it. I'm assuming that they're still sending it back in their time. Though she has an iPhone. This kind of annoys me.
Damn it.
So yeah, this is something that they give you. I'm playing it on PC, but it's like a survivor skill, and basically it just shows you what the fuck you need to do. It highlights like the objects, and you just interact with them. Here I just got a little confused, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta set this shit on fire. So there's another part coming up where you gotta have to set shit on fire as well, which kind of makes me happy. I personally, I'm a fucking pyromaniac, so it all works out for me. Also, they really redid Lara Croft. She doesn't look like the same. She never looked like the same in most of her games, but they kind of really changed her up. I feel she looks like way more fucking hotter, but oh yeah. This part, when I was playing it, scared the fucking shit out of me. Like, I went flying and nearly busted my head open. It scared the shit out of me. And I was actually surprised, because in all the Lara Croft games, I was just like, whatever, I'm fucking playing Lara Croft. This is fucking Tomb Raider, let's go. And in this, it kind of really changed it. Like, for the first time, I actually got scared, which made me fucking happy. Now, for all you Tomb Raider fans, you've known Lara has been in much tighter situations. But, you know, in honor of the franchise, I'm just gonna suspend my disbelief and believe that she was a wimpy little bitch the whole entire time. But, you know, that's just me. At this part, I just kind of got a little confused. You pretty much have to try and get past that barrier. It kind of took me a while to figure it out, but pretty much you have to set fire to these barrels. Not these barrels. There's shit coming in through the overflow, and what you have to do is you have to set them on fire, and you'll see soon that this lift is gonna drop down.
What kind of contraption is this?
Because I saw that, and I'm like, ooh, let's light it on fire. Fire solves everything. Except for, like, you know, maybe like a building's burning down. Then that would be counterproductive. So fire fire whenever possible, unless you're trying to stop a burning building. Actually, no, fuck that. You know what? Sometimes when the fire is too large, they create a fucking explosion. And what they do is they use that explosion to just fucking take oxygen and snuff out the fire. But regardless, like your house is burning down, kids. Just don't try to set more fire. It's not gonna help. It's just gonna make the situation worse. So at this part, I was just having a little fun, like ramming that thing, and it just took me a while. And then I'm like, I have to jump into that, so I do, which kind of amazes me because how she fell. It's like I'm assuming she fell on her muscle, and I don't know if you bros ever had it, but I've injured like my abdominal muscles before, and I swear to God, you cannot do shit for your fucking life. You can't even do pull-ups. You can't really sit down right. It just hurts like a motherfucker. Like your core is so important to her body, and then look at the shit she's doing. Regardless. So at this point, I'm like, alright, I gotta jump into that. That shit falls in. And I'm like, alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to knock it down. But what you have to do is, which kind of like confuses me a little bit more, you have to set those fucking barrels aflame. So I do this like several times before realizing, oh, fire, I should use it. Because, you know, Laura's torch gets drenched when she walks through that waterfall. So I almost had the idea there. I'm like, nah, maybe I just gotta fill it up into, like, you know, Vorpal Blockade, of course. But, you know, the big fucking red hazard barrel doesn't give it away from me anyways, you know. One more thing. I have to say, in this fucking game, Laura's butt looks phenomenal. Like, I am quite pleased. Because usually when I play a game, I always pick a chick. Because, you know, I'm saying to myself, yo, I don't want to run around looking at a dude's ass. And you know what? This makes me happy. I'm proud. This is where I kind of get it. I'm like, oh, I gotta set the shit on fire. So I do. Still confuses me because that shit is fucking soaked in water. I mean, if you've ever been in a storm, it wouldn't be remotely flammable. I mean, I think they could have like processed this a little more with the realism, but whatever. It's a puzzle and I solved it. So, yeah, that explosion makes, you know, the entire fucking place, you know, start crumbling beneath. And I kind of like this run scene. It was kind of immersive. I was not expecting that at first, and it really kind of flipped me out. But in the end, it all worked out. It's really nice. I kind of really put me into the mood, and that's what I fucking like in games. It's when they truly help you suspend your disbelief. I'm gonna keep saying that, and they really put you into the game, and that's what I want. I don't want to sit back and be like, oh, look at me, I'm playing a game. I'm gonna be like, fuck, I'm Lara Croft, and shit. All right, this is where I failed because I flipped out again. I fell back in my chair one more time, and I die here. And this is what I like. They actually add some gore into the game. And that kind of like just boosts it like a shit ton for me. So yeah, I reload and I'm like, oh, okay, now I gotta do this shit again. But whatever, I enjoyed it. It's kind of nice that they put you back at that place, but you know, I was kind of hoping to experience it again. Here you go. There you go. There's some gore for you, which has kind of not really been seen in Lara Croft games before. They were kind of like really PG-ish. Now they're kind of getting a little bit more ballsy with their shit. So I don't even know how I survived this part. Like, I mean, I failed the first time, and I was just spamming left and right, and I guess that kind of worked out for me because I survived the whole, you know, fucking climb scene. It's kind of very a little choppy there, but you know what? I don't mind. It works out. And this is going to be a mini cinematic, so I'm just going to let it ride. I kind of took in a minute to look at the scenery. Like this hasn't really been seen, but like as much. Like the other ones, the other Lara Croft games, like especially the new ones, like Legends and Underworld, I wasn't so happy with, especially with the graphics, because they made it all bright and shiny. And what they did, they really turned around the graphics in this game. I cannot stress that enough. Because if you played ever played a Tomb Raider game, you would understand.
Okay, take it slow.
Now, again, if you ever played a Tomb Raider game, you would know that half the time Laura's running around like, oh, fucking look at me. But this kind of really incorporates, you know, the injuries, and it kind of just puts it back in. Like, I've always seen like Laura like do like some fucking crazy impossible shit, jump 10 feet high, but the way they redone this game is just kind of made me happy. So far, I've been enjoying it. Again, I don't know how she made that jump with that fucking injury. Core injuries suck. So here, you pretty much self-explanatory. You gotta climb up this shit, and it's pretty cool. I almost fucking died right here, and I'm like, spam E, which is like most of the shit you do. Here, I thought they were telling me to jump to go down and then up, and then I'm like, oh, just press up and jump, you know, like any other, you know, normal human being would do.
Come on, come on.
Alright, here's a smart cutscene, just gonna let it ride.
Sam! They must have come this way. Sam? Roth? Can anyone hear me? I've got to find them. Okay.
Oh yeah, this one scared the shit out of me. I really thought I died, but I guess it was part of the game, so. Woo! But yeah, she did the right thing. In any survival situation, you want to take what you can. Which kind of confuses me is she doesn't take the pack. And I thought she was like really knowledgeable about surviving. But here comes another cinematic. I'm gonna let it ride.
Looks abandoned. Is anyone listening? Please respond. the soon-to-be world-famous archaeologist, Lara Croft, in her native
Yet she
habitat.
fought demigods.
She's on the hunt for the lost kingdom of Yamatai, home to the fabulous Himiko, mythical Sun Queen, and ancestor of yours truly.
Sam, this is serious.
Oh, sweetie, I know. I'm just trying to lighten the mood here. Everyone's so on edge. What are you so worried about?
I'm close to something. I'm sure of it. I just don't know if the others will listen.
She's also fought a doppelganger.
Or even if they should.
Laura, you know this stuff better than anyone.
She tries to kill her.
I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you. Roth trusts you.
I'm just saying she dabbled in some pretty paranormal shit.
Now let's take a break, okay?
Okay. And Sam, thanks.
She's not always this serious, you know?
How can you suggest I'm not serious about this expedition, Laura? It's not just Sam's family funding us. I put my savings on the line, too.
We've all got some kind of stake in this. The funding won't last forever, Whitman.
That's precisely why we should push east, not west.
No one believes Yamatai is that far east. The books simply don't support it.
Well, whoever wrote those books never found Yamatai.
I've talked to Roth about this. There's no point in following in other people's footsteps, Dr. Whitman.
I refuse to bet my reputation on
Your reputation?
hunch. I'm the
Bitch.
archaeologist here.
She's fought fucking demons. And you're bitching about your reputation.
30 years experience, 2 PhDs, 1 in East Asian history. So why don't you just stick to boats, Mr. Grimm?
Shut up, Dr. Whitman. That's a shut up. You don't need a PhD to know that.
Going east will take us directly into the Dragon's Triangle. That's where we need to go.
Laura, my little bird. I'd follow you almost anywhere, but that place has a bad energy.
Bad storms, more like, makes the Bermuda Triangle look like Disney World. Sign me up.
The stories about Queen Himiko say she could summon storms. Myths are usually based on some version of the truth. What if Yamatai was somewhere in the triangle itself?
Look, this is the satellite imagery from inside the Dragon's Triangle.
That doesn't look good.
This way I can sail on it.
Oh, don't tell me you're seriously
Reyes is right. We don't have the funds to piss about. It's now or never. Lara's offering fresh ideas and a plan. I'm the captain here. It's my decision. We're going into the Dragon's Triangle.
Why am I even here?
Why are you? She's motherfucking Lara Croft.
I can't just sit.
Alright, so this part, she's like, yeah, I'm fucking hungry, let's go eat. When really, in a survival situation, you should be securing water. I mean, she kind of already has it, as you can see. But I'm just saying,
God, what's going on here? Wait.
she kind of lucked out on that. See, I didn't know why they couldn't just let me jump on top of it in the first place, but, you know, I'm not here to judge. Or am I?
I can do this.
See, at first I don't know why she's so freaked out. She's seen, like, pretty goddamn fucked up shit. Like, if you still believe this is the same Lara Croft.
Just remember Roth's training.
You can have the best form and technique in the world, but it won't mean a thing if you can't focus. The key to using any weapon is focus.
So hungry. I need to find something to eat.
What I really like about this is they could do really put a survival element in this. From what I'm assuming, I've only played 30 minutes, but you're gonna have to hunt because they give you a skills menu, and you can shoot. You know, you can actually collect like deer food. See, what at first I didn't know is you had to hold, you had to hold it down to increase your accuracy and actually kill them, but you actually have to collect the food from animals. I'm assuming you're gonna have to eat them because from what I've seen from the skills menu, it kind of helps you in these scenarios.
Sorry.
I kind of wish they kind of like showed her, instead of bringing the shit back to Cap, I was hoping like she'd like pull out the liver and start munching on it, which most animals do. I'm just saying, the first organ that's usually consumed after an animal kill, they eat their liver, and it's the biggest part of the animal, and it's the healthiest. As you can see, she's already better from her injury, but I'm just saying. So you can use your survivor skill to help you find your objectives, from what I'm assuming from this part as well. You kind of have to make your way back to camp, cook the meat, nom on it, and everything's good to go. Here I was like, oh, well, there might be a secret. I'm like, nah, fuck it. I just want to get this done because I had to go to bed. Comes a cutscene. So anyways, they bring up this, whole menu. Skills menu. So far it's just Survivor and Hunter. I don't know if they give you anything else. I'll look into it. I'll just post little captions. But, as you can see, some of them gives you a better focus and allows you, as it says, time to aim deadlier shots with your bow. And the other one, gives you a better observation. I chose that one because, I'm assuming, like, I can aim a bow at any time. If I can find an animal and food easier, I might as well go for that. I mean, what's the point in killing your prey quickly if you can't find it? But whatever. That's how I rationalized it. So anyways, this is kind of end to kind of save it. Well, this is kind of like the save. Every time you come back to a base camp, it saves for you. Or unless it was in a previous checkpoint. Here comes a cutscene.
Captain of the Endurance. We are shipwrecked on an island inside the Dragon's Triangle. Lara.
You're alive!
Easy. Are you okay? What happened?
I remember the beach. Then it went black and I woke up in a cave. There was this crazy man rock and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me. I sent an SOS from the Endurance before I abandoned her. Hopefully someone caught it. I've spoken to the others. We're regrouping at my location.
Please come and get me.
I have to stay here. You can do this, Lara. Remember when we climbed Snowden? You said the key was knowing that all you've got to do is just keep moving. Remember everything I've taught you, Lara. You're ready for this. And keep your radio on.
Okay.
So this is kind of where I just ended. I look for a save, and then they always give you whatever. But so far I really like this.